Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Okay, morning to you guys. Morning to you, Dennis, Leslie, Corinne. Is the KFC on Dow still valid? Yes, it's still valid. 34,090 is still valid. Yeah. All right, that means that as long as market stay below 34,090 is still valid. Okay, morning to you, Luis. Morning to you, Louis. Soft drink? No, it's iced lemon tea. Iced lemon tea by Pokka. All right, I need some sugar drink to have the sugar rush. Normally, I don't do that, but no choice. This morning, from 5:30 a.m., I have been preparing this MAO until now. And just now when I'm about to start, the computer just stalled because I got more than 80 tabs open. More than 80 tabs open. Okay, no kidding, more than 80 tabs open to collect all the data for all of you. All right, I'm not kidding you, so 80 tabs. Yeah, I can show you briefly. You can see, take a look. Yeah. Okay, you can see the number of tabs on the screen. This is just only one tab of the many tabs. All right, this is just one tab of the many tabs I have. No kidding, guys. Okay, so you can really see that I'm very committed. Yeah. Gosh. Okay, morning to you, Janet. Morning to you, Kenghua, Leslie, Louise, Nelson. Good to see you, bro. And this Chi Hao, Dennis, Allison, Wailam, Steven. Still sweet. Yeah, it's sweet. I need a Polly. Oh, good to see you. Maximize your memory. Yeah, appreciate sharing. Thank you, Fico. Thank you for appreciating that. Wow. We already hit 100 people. I haven't shared yet, no. I haven't shared to my own people yet. I already hit 100 people online already. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I need a workstation computer. Yeah, indeed. I think it's getting a bit crazy. The workload now is getting a little bit more, but I'm enjoying myself. Okay, I just want you guys to share with more people. Now, again, this is not a preview, guys. This is not a preview. So, which means that, right, don't worry about any selling of stuff. I'm not going to sell you anything. I just want you guys to now do me a favor, share and like as many people as possible, because today, tomorrow, and Friday, if you hear me correctly, you sure will make some money from the market. I guarantee you this. If you follow what I say the next 3 days, you'll make money. Now, which means that tomorrow, Thursday, I won't have MAO for public audience. I will have MAO again on Friday. So that means that, right, today, if you listen, pay attention to detail, you're going to benefit, all right? All right, now for my own student, don't worry, MAO will still continue. Yeah, still going to be continue. Okay. All right, so kindly do me a favor, share with more friends and let them know that this guy is pretty decently accurate. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Where are you now? In Singapore? All right, share with all your friends. Okay, they will thank you and you will thank me after the session itself. No kidding. All right, today's session is really, really incredible. All right. All right, please go and do that now. Okay, a friend of mine was just talking to me yesterday when we were having a bit of chit chat. He was saying that, Cal, you know, your MAO itself is only like 100 plus, 150 people at maximum. There's like nothing compared to other schools who have 100 to 400, 1,000 people. I said that it's okay. It's okay. To me, it's all right. It's no point having masses. And end of the day, it's all right. You have now no much conversion. Even as conversion itself, well, relatively, we are still pretty young in this market, 2.5 years in a way. So it's fine. And I really don't really bother about how many people actually get involved with us. But more important is that how many people actually benefited with us. That's more important. Because you can have 1,000 students or 1,000 fans, but you basically got the conversion or the hit rate or the people that actually perform is less than 5% or 10%. It's actually pointless. Yeah. All right, indeed, it's all the positive vibes that's important, yeah? Oh, yeah, still Istanbul. Wow, all the way from Istanbul. I know that some people asking me, how come yesterday got no MAO? Yesterday, something happened at home, so that's why I couldn't do my MAO. I need to take care of my wife. So now she's feeling better, although she has probably accepted the ongoing unfortunate event, but still, we will still continue life as normal. Yeah. Okay. All right. Why your friend keep discouraging you? He's a very negative person to begin with. He's a very negative person to begin with. But we've been friends for 10 over years. So in fact, itself, whenever I see him talking this to me, right, I just smile at him. And he can't take it because after I smile at him, he just can't take it. Okay, guys, thank you for waiting. All right, sorry, drag a little bit more this morning because I just want you to bring your friends in because today's session is a really must watch. Now, I've been doing MEO for so long. Okay, I did MEO for so long. I did put caption must watch and stuff, but I've never put the caption on the poster itself. So you can see that now the poster here put there. Today is the 16th of March 2022. Today is Wednesday. All right. I put a big caption there, a must watch session. Okay. I can guarantee you this unless something of sort that need my attention again in such a level. If not, I won't put this again unless it's really, really necessary. Now, why today is a must watch itself? And I'm going to make it simple to a lot of you itself. Yeah, a lot of you. Straight away, number one is this, okay? In my opinion itself, right, the market today will be selling off. I repeat, today, based on my personal experience, the market is going to sell off. Today, tomorrow, Friday. Now, I don't know how big the magnitude will be, but I'm pretty sure that this magnitude won't be small. Now, I can be wrong. I repeat, I can be wrong, but I'm just informing you as a personal, since you're online right now. Okay, why is that so? I'll explain it more in detail shortly later on. Okay, I can be wrong, remember that, but I'll explain some details to you. Okay, so first thing is just very important. Yeah, all right. Now, the thing is the caption I use is this: is Russia going to default or go for the final showdown? Now, why do I use the word default? Now, as you know, it's all right. Russia, like all countries, they also borrowed money from other places through bonds. So the thing is just like how China Evergrande, they defaulted on their bonds, and now still until now, no one say anything. Similarly, Russia, they also have bonds, and their interest itself, hundreds of millions of dollars, is going to default soon if they don't pay. Now the question is this: there will be no way they'll be able to give rubles because ruble now is almost near to okay, worthless. So no one wants the ruble, and obviously if you're going to print rubles to give rubles as a payment, no one will accept that. So that is a problem again. But you don't take the money, then how? But you take the money, it's a problem. So this is a catch-22 position now for some countries. Okay, but that is not countries alone. The problem is this. Okay, is that right? Many US companies, investment banks, they also have investments inside Russia. But the problem is this. Okay, the problem is this. The US sanctioned the Russians, right? All the billionaires are being sanctioned. So their funds, their assets being frozen or so-called taken in a way. But the thing is that if you do it to the Russian outside Russia, then of course the assets in US, the asset in Russia, the Russians have the right to do that too, and they are doing that. So now become a problem itself, right? Not just small companies. We're talking about big companies actually getting involved in Russia. All right. So later itself, I'll tell you more in detail. Right. Thank you, Liu. Yeah, I will try to avoid that. I don't talk to him much itself. Okay. Thank you very much. And of course, yes, indeed, Alvin. Once again, yes, indeed. Today, yeah, I believe it's today. Yeah. Right. I haven't had time to really read the details. I know that that's one of the big issue there. So that's the reason why that is something more than that. We have this crude oil prices. Now, crude oil prices have been coming down the last, 7 days, 8 days. Now at $124, I've been calling for sell and been calling for sell. But unfortunately, people been buying because they went for other trainers, speaker, gurus, which told them that the crude oil will go higher, which obviously didn't really materialize. And then what happened? Obviously, as all great stories in a way, when the crude oil price began to plunge, their so-called gurus, trainer, experts, strategists, you call them, we name them, they just disappear or they just say, don't know why, what happening. Now, I think that is very irresponsible for saying that. I mean, you can call for buy, but give a stop loss. You can call for sell, give a stop loss, give a targets, all right? Don't just give the upside and downside and don't give anything else. And of course, be responsible for whatever you call for. Main important is to be very responsible for what you call. Now, for me, very simple. If I'm wrong, I just say I'm wrong. If I'm right, I say I'm right. Okay, I think that is something you must understand, that I'm pretty responsible with my calls at the moment right now. You can see that, right? Every time I update you guys. So if you think that Cal is responsible, can you put the word Cal is responsible? That doesn't sound right. Okay, all right. Should be responsible man, yeah. Okay, I'll just leave it alone then. Okay, now the next thing is this. The one thing is that, of course, later tonight, we have the FOMC meeting and outcome. And undeniable at 2 a.m. Don't forget, it's 2 a.m. tonight. Okay, that will be the data. Now, of course, everybody looking at 25 basis point. On my own, I'm just looking at maybe 50 basis point. If not, immediate balance sheet reduction. That is how I see it for tonight. Okay, will I be around? Yes, I'll be around. I will be around. Would I do live streaming? I don't think so. My kids will be sleeping, so I don't think so, but I'll be around. Yeah. Okay. All right. So with all this is all right, let's go. Let's see what's the final showdown are we talking about. Okay, before that, once again, all right. Okay, thank you very much. Cal is responsible. Yeah, I mean, sounds in a way right and wrong. Okay, all right. Now, disclaimer apply as usual, guys. My job is to show you stuff. Your job is to make your final decision, okay? All right, you go and do your own stuff and you be very clear with whatever you want to do, okay? Very important. This balance management is very, very important, yeah? Okay, all right. Now, this is the start of the day, so I'm going to give the ha ha ha. All right, Wall Street joke of the day. President Biden needs to stop blaming Putin for inflation. Now, of course, what you're seeing now is a Pinocchio nose, right? So obviously, itself, you can see what's the reason over here. Now, Joe Biden has done a great job for himself. Okay, later, I'll tell you what he done for himself. And you can see that right now, obviously, everybody is pointing to the war that created the inflation. But obviously, we all know that it wasn't that. Obviously, it's all right. It was the Americans, in a way, who allowed the ridiculous amount of money to flood into the market to save their self that created this inflation. And of course, not only Biden is involved, not Joe Biden, not Jerome Powell, everybody, ECB, BOJ, BOC, everybody is doing that. So it's just that they need someone to be blamed. So the best way to blame is to point a finger at someone who doesn't print money. So undeniable is all this is actually very crazy stuff that's ongoing right now. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for the responsible comment. Okay. Now the thing is this: if you remember. All right. On the 14th of March, 2 days ago, I already gently reminded you to be very careful of this coming month. This coming month itself, March and April, these 2 months, I already tell you to be extremely careful. And I actually made you guys to type the same thing repeatedly, right? March and April 2022, be careful. Now, you type this, you should know what you typed, and you must remember what you type here. Of course, it's all right. I never say that you type to get some free gift. I never say that. So that means that this was typed because you also acknowledge this fact and matter. Okay? And of course, I told you that with two companies, I'm actually very bearish. I told you it's Facebook and Tesla. All right, Facebook and Tesla, I was very bearish, but I did say that yesterday, on Monday, I told you they will rebound first. Remember that? Remember that I told you, right? Facebook and Tesla, they will rebound first because it's part and parcel of this strategy or these patterns that it will likely be repeating on its own itself. Okay, remember that? Yeah, okay. So I did also tell you that, right, by May or June 2022, the market may bottom out. You see the PowerPoint involved there itself. Do you know how much time I need to do just to do the PowerPoint, crop from the right place, then put it in itself, then animate it and make sure that it flows to you while I'm speaking to you itself. And this is done every single day. And I'm not even monetizing this itself as a YouTuber. Seriously, I just want to help you guys to make money. I just want to help you guys to make money. Because when you make money itself, then you go for my course, it's easy. Number two is, all right, if I want you to go do some charity work, I really think that you should, then of course, it's actually very affordable and easy, right? That's the reason why I'm doing all this for you. So you think that, right, I'm actually that responsible, I tell you what to do, all right, give me all the love and likes right now, and just, you know, put the emotions up. So like what you're seeing now, the love and like coming up right now, do me a favor on this, okay? And of course, thank you very much for loving and enjoying my MAO. I showed this to my mom and dad. I showed it to my sisters. I showed it to my my wives. I mean, seriously, they are very impressed. They say that, Cal, you are really doing the right thing. Yeah, I say that, yeah, I'm indeed doing the right thing right now, and I just want people to enjoy this MAO. All right. So by the way, it's still called MAO, not Mao, not Meow, no. MAO. Okay. So when you say that Cal got this MAO, TWB Traders Academy have MAO, yeah, that's how I call it. Okay, it's not anything like Mao. Okay, all right. Now, of course, you guys did requested this. As Sensei, you said that, right? You guys will want to be part of this session whereby we will get everybody together and we will run through the US stocks. Now, of course, that portion was supposed to be when the market have come down significantly. Then we call for that particular session. Then the market come down quite significantly. But of course, I had a feedback. They tell me that, Cal, why wait until that point it come down that you call for it? I mean, yes, you can call for the bottom back then, but probably the whole world is calling for bottom maybe. So why don't you call it right now and give a specific target that where likely the US stock could be going down? Now, this is actually a pretty good suggestion. So I'm actually thinking about this. So I don't listen, now listen everybody, listen carefully, don't let's do double work. If you have put the word "at me" on last Monday, if you have put the word "at me" last Monday, don't do anything. For people who now listen to me for about 15 minutes already, if you like that, hey, this guy seems quite fun, all right, and looks good in a way, all right, not a con man, okay, then very simple. Put the word "at me" now. I will add you in to this specific group, and we might call for a gathering of people to attend a physical class whereby we will go through some of the very selected US stocks. Okay, but you have to be physically in Singapore, okay? Physically in Singapore, because the session will likely be on either it's a weekday evening or a weekend morning or afternoon. I cannot be sure. We'll put a word "at me" first. Then after that, our guys will come to you, text you, say, hi, do you really want to join us and stuff like that. It's not a preview. I'm not going to sell you anything over that day itself. Will it cost any money? Maybe cost some admin cost just to cover back the hotel, because only hotel can have more than 150 people. All right. So only if you want that portion there, then you put an "at me" there itself. Okay. Remember, we will only find you because you put "at me" here. Okay. All right. And we will contact you through Facebook. That's the only way out itself. Okay. Very simple. Yeah. Okay. So very simple. If your friends, you think that they want to come in also to listen to this, then quickly get them in. Okay. Wow. So many people now. 160 people online right now. Well, this is the first time I see 160 people online with MAO. Wow. This is very impressive. Thank you very much. Can we see 200 today? Crazy. All right. Remember, you only put "at me" if only you didn't do any writing on Monday, okay? Don't just do double work, Ken. Please, tolong. Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, of course, you can get your friends come in to listen, and then they can just put "at me." We'll go through the entire list later, okay? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, continue, yeah? So sorry. Now, today's MAO, minimally 2 hours because there's so much information to share with you. So you cross until 1 o'clock probably. So if you are, if you're going to be very busy, you can watch this later. Okay, no worries on that. Yeah. Okay, now the first gift of the day, the very first gift of the day today, I want to give it to you is this DBS. Yes, DBS Bank. In my perspective itself, right, DBS Bank could be going down to $31.80 in the coming weeks. All right, don't ask me how long will it take. I don't know how long will it take. Okay, please don't ask me this question. I'm no saint, I'm no guru, I'm just a regular Cal. That's why my students, they know me, they don't call me Shifu, they don't call me master, they don't call me teacher, they don't call me that, right? So my students, if you're online right now, right, can you help me to validate this? Cal never wanted students to call me Shifu la, master la, guru la, never. I always say, please call me Cal. All right, if you are my student, if you are able to validate this for me, kindly do that. Because I know that some trainers, they want them to call them Shifu la, guru la, call them master la. I mean, that is a status, okay? You give it to me, I thank you, but I don't need that. To me, is that I'm still regular Cal. I'm only 43 this year. All right, I'm still pretty okay looking. So I don't need to have that type of status, okay? All right, thank you. Now, why do I say DBS go to 180? Because I said the reason why I'm saying all this because I feel that the stock market itself is probably near a period whereby you must be very extremely careful. Very actually careful. No, not because of anything more, but it's just that mathematically, seasonally, pattern-wise, everything just seems to be putting along that direction itself. Yeah. Okay. All right. So $31.80. How long will it take? I don't know. Please don't quote me. I don't know. Yeah. Cal is just Cal. Indeed, Cal is just Cal. Correct. Yeah. They call me Cal. Correct. Louis, you correct. I always ask me. Just call me Cal. Okay. All right. First tip of the day. Now, the second thing is this. Remember on the 10th of March, which is just 6 days ago, on the 10th of March, 6 days ago, I show you this particular PowerPoint and I tell you that, you know, the China-Hong Kong problem itself is terrible. And I tell you that, right, this may actually spread. It may actually spread. And on 10th of March, right, I already tell you to take note of this. Now, that was 10th of March. So that was where people asked me, Cal, what would you do with Hang Seng? And I was blatantly saying this, short the Hang Seng on 10th of March. Remember that? On 10th of March, I tell everyone online that was with me to short the Hang Seng on 10th of March. Okay, so what happened on 10th of March itself? Let's take a look, right? Take a look right now. I already said that by 10th of March, the Hang Seng will go down and it will go below 20,000. Now, at the time itself, the Hang Seng was still trading at 20,800. Can you see that? The Hang Seng was still trading at 20,800. Can you see that? Okay, the Hang Seng was still trading at 20,800. Okay, just to verify the numbers. And I said that it will go to below 20,000 in about 2 weeks' time. Okay, I gave the figure 2 weeks' time. So the question is this, after you attended my MAO, you listen to what I had to share. I give you statistics, I give you a chart, I give you figures, I put a date itself, I put a number for you. And people actually ask me, Cal, what to do? I like, huh? Now there's this joke, this is a joke whereby, you know, people, I always talk about this to my students. Students like to ask me, Cal, next time got good trading information, tell me. I say, okay, I will tell you, okay. So one day itself, right, when I tell the student this, student, okay, have you shorted the Hang Seng yet? The student say, huh, must short now, man? I say, I just said that, okay. So you shorted Cal? I say, yes, I shorted. Walao, Cal, you shorted already, you let me know. Walao, be sui, not happy, blah, 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 blah. But then I say, okay, so next time I should let you know first, then I short. He said, yes, of course. I say, okay, fine. So if let's say now this thing again repeats, and then I tell you, hey, XYZ, market about to sell coming down, short the Hang Seng right now. Think about this. What will you say to me now? Think about this. What do you think the XYZ will say to me? Do you think the XYZ will say, thank you, Cal, for telling me first? Or what do you think? What do you think? What would XYZ say? Come on, write your comment right now. Now, today MAO is 2 hours long because I'm going to tell you in a very nice, you know, with some tonality movement, because if you're going to be so dead serious, I tell you, you freak you out, okay? So I want to be very nice, jovial, a lot of entertainment value involved here itself so that you guys can actually enjoy this session. Because actually the content is a little bit scary to the point that it might be a little bit too much. So that's why I don't want to go to that level, yeah? All right, so you have Brian saying, sure, Bo, too low now, may bounce back. Have you shorted? Correct, Chiha. Exactly. The student will ask me, have you shorted yet? I say, no, because you told me, right, I shouldn't short first, then you should go first, right? Yes, correct. So the student will say, huh, you haven't short, you asked me short. Walao, what if the short go up, how? Yeah, I don't know what to say, dear all. I really don't know what to say. So anyway, why am I bringing this? I did have this MAO on the 10th of March. It was a public thingy because you can see it's Trade with the Boys live. Okay, it was live stream and the time was 10:42 when that happening. And there were about 642 viewers at that point. All right, eventually reached 900 over people. Okay, there were so many comments involved in between. And people tell me that they didn't know about this. Oh my goodness, how do you want me to do, my friends? What do you want me to do? All right, so what happened? How many of you remember that I called for sell in Hang Seng on the 10th of March? If you remember that Cal called for sell on 10th of March, put there, remember Hong Kong. All right, let me remember what happened in Hong Kong itself, right? Remember that. If you remember that I said this on the 10th of March, which is 6 days ago, regarding about what's my feel on Hong Kong market, please key there, 10th of March. All right, get some water. Now, it's actually more fun to have this interacted with you guys, the sound coming up. But of course, if you imagine you have a sound coming up, well, I think it'll be chaos. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 10th of March, remember, yeah? Very good. Thank you. All right. So what happened? I given you the reason. I told you that it's because the foreigners are cutting the holdings of the Chinese government bonds. Now think about this. If they cut the Chinese government bonds, that means there'll be lesser money available to run the whole. It's I mean cash flow being stuck there itself. Right. Remember that? So what happened is this. All right. So what happened is that straight away, you can imagine that, right? There'll be a sudden credit crunch in the whole system. And that was the reason why. And you don't see this on mainstream media. I mean, it's from Bloomberg, but you don't see it in our daily mainstream media. You only hear it live right here because I give you the most important information that you need. And of course, I repeated to tell you that, right, the Hong Kong market and the Chinese market will move in tandem. And of course, I said that the Hong Kong market will go down by 18,000, okay? 18,000, I told you that the Hong Kong market will go down on the 14th of March. That means that 4 days later, on a Monday itself, remember Monday again on Monday, I came in again, reminded you guys that the Hang Seng market will go down to 18,000. Remember that? I put down there 18,000. So the day itself, again, nearly 1,100 people have viewed it. And of course, you can see that itself, right? The reaction was more than 284. So that means that people actually are watching whatever I've been sharing. They know whatever they are hearing correctly. But very unfortunately itself, right? They probably did not register it. And then, of course, the worst thing is when we short, then you are long, then obviously it's just a transitional change between your pocket's money to our pocket. That's all. Now the thing is this, like I say once again, my job here itself is not going to make you richer if you basically don't behave rationally. I know that the RSI, the stochastic, the Bollinger Bands, the MACDs are all at the very extremity. I understand that. I'm a trader for 20 years, 20 plus years to be precise. I also feel that the market was bottoming out. But the thing is that I have to stick to the guns because I know that the selling will continue. So truth be told, what happened? You can see right now, the Hong Kong market in a single day, just single day itself, the Hang Seng market dropped 1,000 points, right? You can see that the 1,000 point drop itself, this is insane, okay? The market, the high was at 19,370. It dropped all the way down to 18,130. So which means that the market have lost effectively 1,250 points in a single day itself. Now the Dow Jones did not crash. The Dow Jones didn't crash. It's just that on its own, it just melt down. Okay. And of course, this one you can see live for any TWB student. You know that this is an outright sell. And of course, did student make money? Of course, some of them did. Like this particular student. All right, look at it. This student made pretty decent money lah. You look at the amount of money he made, all right, in a few days. All right, you can see that that's only one slab of his trading, yeah. All right, you can see one trade itself made 11,000 US. The other one trade made about this 8,000 US. Another one 3,000 US. So you can see that, right? The short itself was all at 20,000 level, and of course, the student actually bought back quite early. If you hold on to the low, my goodness, it will be another $30,000 easily. But again, the student tell me that he's pretty happy with the result and he is thankful for that. So guys, this is the point of MAO. MAO is not just about today buy, today sell. It's about, look at the long haul, look at the market and benefit from it. And of course, these are all real trades itself. You can see that. So effectively, this tells you why people come stay tuned to my MAO itself. Okay, all right, so cool, right? Pretty cool stuff, yeah. Okay. Oops. So now, dear all, this is where it gets it starts already. Okay, everybody take a look. If you remember this again, on the 10th of March, I already tell you that there's a number, a date to be careful. And this date itself, now I'm going to spray to you at 16 to 18 of March. I repeat, I tell you that be very careful for 16 to 18 of March, okay? Be very careful. Now, please don't ask me why. If you want to know, go back to 10th of March itself, then watch the whole thing, it'll be easier. Okay, now we are probably at this stage right now, we call the denial to fear stage itself, in my opinion. We are just between there. Now, of course, how can this market rebound now? I cannot see any way, anyhow, for the market to rebound right now. Why? Because first of all, earnings can't be any better. So I don't think earning is out. Interest rates, there's going to be increasing interest rate tonight. So how can that be interest rate helping in? Now, monetary policy, what can you do with monetary policy now at this stage right now? What can you do with that? Nothing can be done, right? So all these things are there unless there's a cease of war, all right, ceasefire. But the question is this, will there be a ceasefire? I give my doubt over here. I say that it will happen, but not now. I don't think it'll be coming in so unless the whole point of this 16 to 18 of March itself is actually to go up, then of course I'm wrong. But anyway, I'm just telling you this. I cannot be sure how the market will perform, but be careful of 16 to 18 of March, okay? So can you do me a favor now, everybody? Be careful, 16 to 18 March. Please, everybody now, can you do me a favor? Copy this and repost it for me now. Be careful, 16 to 18 of March. This is why today I purposely want to do the MAO today. Now, supposedly, actually, my wife now, she just went out to the beach with her friends. I'm supposed to accompany her, but obviously, it's just one day alone when I did do MAO. And of course, the Hang Seng dropped 1,200 points. Well, my handphone was never stopped peaking. I had to recharge twice, even though at home. So imagine that today itself is the 16th of March. Of course, I must come out to tell you what to do, what to prepare. Okay, that's the reason why today I come out to do this. But I repeat, right, I will not come back again to do live until Friday because, like I say, this 16, 17, 18, 16, 17, these 2 days, all right, I want to give all my attention to my own students. I want them to really benefit from this itself, yeah? Okay, so that's the reason why I want you guys to really take notice of this, okay? All right, now be careful doesn't mean that the market will crash, but maybe there'll be very crazy amount of volatility. And of course, with tonight FOMC, obviously it will likely be happening, yeah? Okay, so of course, Pico, you actually came in to share with us LDR, right? Then LDR itself is luminous daily roadmap. See, you can see now why am I such a detailed person. I actually remember what you posted, and I will take shot of that and then try to animate this and show you guys all this itself, okay? So it's a calendar whereby market usually make big movement on Pacific day plus minus 1 day on its day itself. So it's plus 1 day lah. So you say yesterday, today, or tomorrow, but I don't know, it's just around this area here. And that one is actually on 18th of March. The one that Fico is saying is 18th of March. His is actually on Friday. All right, so again, Friday plus minus is either Thursday or if not Saturday. Saturday, the market don't open, right? So think about this. What could actually be all wrong on a Saturday itself? That is where I'm having my really doubt. So this coming Friday is a quadruple witching. So again, on the 14th of March, I come back again and tell you, be careful of this quadruple witching. Quadruple witching is right. Whenever you do quadruple witching, you can see that usually the market will sell down first towards quadruple witching. So you can see that it is pretty clear. Now, that means that quadruple witching is this coming Friday. So if this chart is to repeat exactly what it's supposed to do, then naturally today, tomorrow, and Friday, we should see some form of selling. Now, nothing is 100%. Please, nothing is 100%, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna put it there. Nothing is 100%, yeah? So I'm just going to give a disclaimer here because I don't want later on you quote me again for no reason. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is this. You can see that, right, almost evidently, after the quadruple witching, the next day or next few days, the market will likely rebound, but not every time. But the thing that's consistent is that before the quadruple witching, usually the market will take profit. So that's the reason why I reminded you guys that why I think yesterday the market will go up. In fact, I told you Monday, Tuesday, the market will go up because you need to build up the meat so that you can do the potential sell-off. So now you can see that now something how it has to make sense already. Correct enough. So all these things you don't really get from the mainstream media because you can see I tell you on the 14th of March and I reminder to tell you that there will be some upside first on Monday, Tuesday, then there will be selling on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I already said that. Don't know whether you heard me. Now I just plucked out this from one YouTuber, and I think she's a very nice lady, very, very nice voice. So she has this thing that she has summarized for you. If you cannot understand Chinese, take a picture right now. Take a picture right now, okay? But it's not the photo thingy. Just take a picture right now, okay? Okay, all right. So what you say is this. On the quadruple witching day, if the index, okay, at the start of the day actually move in a certain direction, the second half of the day, they will always do mostly the opposite direction. So simply put, okay, let's say now on Friday, the first 3 hours of the Dow Jones, they actually press down the price, Then after lunch, usually it will do a V-shaped rebound, on the same day. That means Friday itself. Okay, pretty cool, right? Now, of course, vice versa. If let's say now it's the other way around, in the first 3 hours of the day, they push it up first. Then after lunch, usually you come down and do an inverted V, yeah? Okay. And of course, for those who do options, you will know that right on that day itself, the IV, all right, the IV will be very low. What's IV? The impending volatility, all right? So IV is a standardized measure of how expensive or how cheap the option will be. The IV percentile allows us to gain insight of the option relative price, okay? So it's an oscillator indicator, all right, for the option. So option trader will know it's IV, yeah? All right. So anyway, the point is this. Is this going to be 100%? No, but it works pretty well. Nothing in the world is 100%, but this worked pretty well, okay? If you understand what I just shared here itself, okay? Okay, can you put the word understood, okay? I mean, you understood that you hear me nice and clear about what to do on this coming Friday with the US market. Now, when I say US market, I'm referring to the spot market at 9:30 p.m., not during the day itself. During the day, it can be very choppy, it can be very tight. This is actually for the cash market at 9:30 p.m., all right, until probably 12:30 a.m., then from 12:30 a.m. to about 4 a.m., so something around that point, okay? Can you understand this? If you understood this, good. All right, see again, I give you free gift. Who tell you all this? Who will bother to tell you all this information? Most trainers will give it themselves, right? And then charge you a fee, or you must pay them so that you can tell you this a little secret. But this secret now I give it for free. I don't need it because I really want you to make money out of this as well, okay? Remember, once again, this is only for the cash market. So that means the momentum itself on Friday will be highly watched by us. We will trade according to plan, okay? Once again, brought this to you free. Cool, right? Yay. So, I tell you this today, so much thing to share, So now, remember, on the 9th of March itself, that's where I already draw this particular diagram for you. I told you in January, the market will come off. Indeed, it happened. Then there will be a base out. There will be a base out towards 16 to 18 of March. There will be a base out, and it will basically go to the 16 to 18 of March. Then after that, what happened? The market will sell. So all these was done in a pictorial form on the 9th of March. So that means that, right, everyone who has saw this can remember that, hey, this guy really draw this. And he draw this way, way, way on the 9th of March. That means today, 16th of March, I already draw this on the 9th of March. And of course, I keep on saying this, pattern repeats. All right, so you can see now that the market really based out on the 14th of March, and the market really recover, and really everything is going to as accordance. Right, scary, right? Do you find it scary? So that's why Mark Twain said this: history may not repeat, but it often rhymes. Now, TWB system is just purely about patterns and patterns and patterns, okay? So if you like patterns, then you join us. If you don't like patterns, then don't, okay? Because patterns is the way of life for us, so, okay? All right, so kindly now, just a quick one for just 30 seconds, join my class. My upcoming class, I'll tell you how to really make money from the market, and you will want to know what to do the next few days while we are going with this. Who knows, the next 3 days, you may pay your course fee, and then, you know, your course is free. All right, now $388 for basic is very cheap. $2,888 is still cheaper than many classes in Singapore. And of course, people who join me, they know that they really enjoy themselves and they make money from the market. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we have one basic class on the 26th of March. That's this next Saturday. And there's one in about 2 weeks' time, the advanced class, that is the 2nd and 3rd of April. Now, I only left 8 seats for 26th of March. I already left 9 seats for the advanced class itself. Now, the thing is this: for more details, contact Richard online through Facebook. He will tell you what is the thing to watch out for. Remember, it's all right. We are here to help you in the market. That's all. I just want you guys to make money from the market. So my class is always small. I keep it like about 20 people. I don't do big classes because too big I can't handle it, and I like to be more personal to you. And by the way, I actually remember almost every of my students' name itself, almost all of them. That means about 500 of them. I remember at least 450. All right, this is how it is. Okay. Okay. So anyway, guys, let's see you. All right. Now the thing is this: today we have is the core retail sales number. We have the crude oil inventories. That one is pretty flat one, so don't worry. But the one to look out for is tonight. Tonight, yeah, tonight. This morning, to be precise, at 2 a.m. Singapore time, FOMC statement, FOMC interest rate decision, FOMC press conference at 2:30. All this is going to be very, 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 very important. So whatever Jerome Powell going to say is going to rock the market. Now, it could bring the market all the way to the sky. It could bring the market all the way to the ground. I don't know, but I know that we will be watching this market. Definitely, I won't be sleeping. If you are joining me, it's all right. That'll be cool. Okay. All right. Now, as you can see, the Dow Jones really go all the way up itself. Now, yesterday, I rated out all my students that yesterday, the Dow Jones is a DJDD. DJDD means that it stands for Doji Directional Day. Doji Directional Day. Normally, the Doji Directional Day, what is the potential of it? Now, think about this. If you have a trading system that inform you DJDD on your screen right now, and tell you that as long as the market stays above OP, you stick to the buy side. Below OP, you stick to the sell side. Such a simple statement. And the signal was placed on the top right corner of the chart. What more do you want to ask me? This is the point. The market itself is a DJDD, meaning the probability of the market staying all the way to the high or go to the low, it is possible because of the DJDD formation. So that is whereby yesterday students actually made money because of that. The Dow Jones jumps nearly 600 points last night as S&P snapped a 3-day losing streak. So which means that right at 6 a.m. yesterday, AM, yeah, my system already put out a DJDD on the top right corner of the chart. Seriously, if all students of mine, if you remember that, DJDD above OP, stick to the buy, below OP, stick to the sell, and usually it will close at the high, near the high, or close near the low, or at the low, right? Do you remember that? So, students, if you remember DJDD, you keep the word remember DJDD. That's all. I want to see how many of you, my student now, 163 members now online, how many of my students remember what is DJDD? Please key right now, because this is something that it really pains me very badly. Now imagine that if you know that the Dow Jones is going to be closing near the high of the day, tell me what would you do with your NIKKEI? Tell me what will you do with your NASDAQ? What will you do with your S&P 500? What will you do with your Hang Seng. What will you do with all the markets that you have? That's the reason why yesterday, DBS share went up. I mean, this is my point here itself. Trading is not difficult. It's the individual that create the own problem themselves. So yesterday, the Dow S&P gained the first gain in 4 days as crude oil price go below 100. Now, I don't know about this, but DJDD on a standalone is how we utilize the system. So I don't know whether the crude oil will go down or whether what will happen in Hong Kong. To me, it doesn't matter. As long as DJDD, I stick to the price action itself, okay? So straight away, you can see that the market, okay, the guy was just talking and talking and talking. Then I got to this particular paragraph. I was stunned by the way it's being written. Yeah, take a look. Because this market has been so weak, so unconvincing, since it's at all-time high on January 3rd, and because of the intraday reversal, no one really know what will end up being, okay? But what is causing the market is be totally in the green today is just getting tired of going straight down for such an extended period. Huh? Oh my goodness, what type of, wow, if this is able to go on CNBC, right, then maybe I should go on CNBC too. My goodness, when I actually read this itself, right, I was stunned. I was really stunned. Like that also can, really. To me, it's like just talk gibberish or talk nonsense and people just listen to you. And all the investors like, huh? I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be funny here, but when I see this, I just laugh. I don't know whether you laugh or not laugh, but let me see itself, whether maybe my English is bad, so I couldn't understand the essence of what you're trying to say. But to me itself, it's basically BS. All right. You think it's BS, guys? You think it's BS? Oh, gosh. When I read this, I really faint. Anyway. All right. So the market now is expecting 7 rate hikes. Wow. Now the market expects 7 rate hikes. I can tell you this. If the market hit the 3rd rate hike already, most likely the market can't take it anymore already. Okay. I don't think the market can take more than 3 rate hikes. I don't think so. In my personal opinion, no. Remember 2018 itself, right? When they try to do rate hike, only do 3 or 2 actually to be precise, the market can't take it anymore. The market lost 25%. 25%, the market quickly handbrake pull already. So now the market haven't come down, haven't put the first rate hike yet. The market is down by 10%. Imagine, let's say we do the hypothesis of this, the market already taking some interest rate hikes, and the market drop another 15%. That will be 25% again. Then it will stop again. That is my point. So it's no brainer to tell you that I don't believe there will be 7 rate hikes. I believe that when it hit 25% mark from the highest point, watch out for buy already. So I'm gonna put it out there to you, okay? In my opinion, once the market reach around minus 25% from the all-time high, one should be collecting stocks, good stocks for slowly. Okay. In my opinion itself, right, once the stock market reach around minus 25% from the all-time high, okay, give an example. If I say now the all-time high is 10,000, if the market goes down to 7,500, that will be a good time to look at your stocks that you like to pick. Now, good stocks must be fundamentally good. They must earn money. I give an example, a good stock like Apple. Apple is a good stock. Buy Apple when time comes. Buy Google. Buy this Amazon, okay? All right. Now, Tesla, okay lah, wait for a while, yeah? Right, another company like maybe Chevron, maybe you buy Shell, all these companies are, you don't buy Berkshire, obviously, as well, right? 25%. Now, the thing is this, when I put that at each breakdown level means what? That means you draw a technical point. You know that this is a point whereby usually when the market break, it will go down lower, right? And stop loss will be at mostly placed there. Yes. When the market break the stop loss level, the market will come down very fast, right? Rapidly, you go in to buy there. That means that once you hit the 25% mark from the high, and the index is down by 25% from the all-time high, you look at your portfolio of stocks that you want to buy, and then look at all the technical point where you know that market break those levels, the market go down lower one. Yeah, that's called a breakdown level. Then you look there to buy. Understand? So I will do this sharing again when we actually have the gathering. I'll tell you how to do it so that when the market break down, your friends are your other people are cutting losses, you go in to buy. Do you understand? All right, what is this called? This is a very contrarian way of trading. It's very new age technology, new age TA. All right, but it's something that you will want to learn. Okay, new age TA, I call that new age TA. Okay, all right. When people say new, when see breakdown run away, you actually go in. Okay, new age TA by Cal. Okay, this is my new new tagline. Right. Okay, new HTA by Cal. Okay, all right. All right, anyway, so that is the thing here itself. And of course, yesterday, Microsoft, Netflix, NVIDIA all went up. Expected. Yeah, I told you, all will go up, expected. And of course, crude oil price came down lower, and that created Chevron, ExxonMobil to go down lower, all right? All right. Stop loss hunting, yeah? Selling the boys will buy them. Yep, indeed. But how many people will dare to do that as well? You need very strong arms, strong mind to do that, yeah? Okay, the thing is this now, let me just address this, everybody. Just be a moment, yeah? Now, some people ask me now about crude oil, right? Now, the thing is this, the last few days, I received a lot of messages about crude oil, and they're asking me, Cal, what do you think about crude oil? And of course, they were all long at a very high level. Now, I told them that it will still go down, blah, blah, blah. But this morning it's all right. After I looked at the reports and the stuff that I collected, I want to tell you this. I got this feeling to be telling you now that, right, be careful. I think crude oil may rebound. I think that crude oil may rebound. Okay, crude oil now is at $95. It may rebound to 104 in the coming weeks if I am right. Okay, so now I'm going to write that. I already wrote this to you itself. I'm telling you this crude oil now is about $95, $96. I think it may rebound to 104 in the coming weeks if I'm actually right. But of course, I'll explain to you why do I want to say that. So later on, stick with me with MAO. Now, once again, guys, who don't just join me, MAO do this 2 hours long minimally. So which means that from 11 o'clock, it'll be under 1 p.m. So if you cannot take this things too long, then you just continue your daily life. Okay, you watch this later. All right, because there's so many good stuff and only halfway mark only. All right, so just a quick one to just help my students to understand how to utilize the system better. Everybody. So you can see that yesterday the Dow Jones opens here as well. And then after that, the KSI was red in color. It was uptick red. So the market really dived first. So the market really dived down to hit 32,731. Okay, so the market really came off as expected. But I told you, right, if the script is to be perfect itself, Monday, Tuesday, the market will rebound. So what happened is that when the market hit the pivot 2 and start to recover, right, we all know, all my students will know, CCRY, color change from red to yellow, the market will likely rebound. And that's the reason why I inform you guys at P2 itself, buy back your position. And of course, when the market rebound, if the next number you can see from your screen, the first number you will go is MLP, which is 33,033. So that means that from here itself, the first number it will go will be 33,033. And if the market itself, right, if the market itself rebound from, cross 33,033, then of course the next number it will go, it will be the pivot point, and that is 33,312. Okay, since that someone called Nisrin said that it's $86. Okay, don't worry. I say no one can be perfect. If you are correct, good for you yourself. Okay, I'm just telling you that if let's say it rebound. Okay, anyway, not going to argue on this. All right, so at $33, if the market breaks MLP, it will go to 33,312. So that's another 300 points. And the crazy part is this. If the market actually breaks 33,312, it will go to the next number. The next number itself will be 33,606. My God, dear all students, you know these numbers, the numbers MLP, MA30, pivots, all right, all are there on your screen. And most important, do you notice that the word DJDD is there on your screen? This is the power of the system. The system already gives you all the numbers on your screen at 6 a.m. in the morning. Now, you don't need to be a guru, but if you remember the rules of engagement, if the market hit pivot, pivot 2, if it goes down, it's a classic trade, you sell further. But if the market reverses above pivot 2, it will be a buy. And the next thing is this, where the number will go next itself is based on the numbers that's on your screen. All those numbers are on your screen. Do you notice that? And did the market really perform the magic itself? Oh my goodness. I can tell you this, when I see the chart this morning itself, right, I tell myself this, how long will we able to become very rich? And I think the answer will be just very soon. All right, take a look, everybody. Now, take a look. That's all. So the market initially went down first. This is where the first attack came in. The market went below OP, below MLP, because the market triggered MLP, right? Which is here, it triggered MLP, it goes down, it goes down, it goes down, it goes down. And then the crazy part is this, it really go down to KTR -2 and stop there, as if that the market know KTR -2 exists. Then the pivot 2 happened to be a stack there itself. When you see pivot and KTR stacked together, what does it mean? Dear all my students, when you see PKTRs and pivots stacked together, what does it mean? Remember? All right, so immediately itself, right, there was a flash upside immediately, the market went up. So of course, if students purchase it, no wrong. But unfortunately, the boys are very bad. They came down and stopped us out. Okay, stop us out one more time. Now, when I tell you this, when a system itself gets stopped out, right, it's not because the system is lousy. It's because the boys probably are using the same thing. So if the boys are using itself the same thing with us, then why are we afraid? The problem is this, because the first attack itself, we lost money. Many students pull their handbrake, they don't tend to go in anymore. But remember, I told you guys, which is more powerful, terrain or pivot? I told you before, pivot overrides everything, because pivot power is not something that we can travel with, because I told you before, the creation of pivot itself is not by me. It's someone much higher in terms of authority, in my opinion. So of course, again, I don't want to bring this involvement. It's not very nice. But if you notice this is a very clear cut that the market never went below the pivot, never went below pivot, never went below KTR, and did a CCRY another time this time around. Now, during a period of time, the KSI was red in color, so the market was weak. So what you should have done is do half size. Remember, half size. But then again, when the market started to buy back again on the second trade itself, right? This is the second trade, yeah? This is the first trade, we lost money. The second trade, we made money, right? Because that's where to buy. You notice what is this? The KSI jump already. KSI jump means that the boys come in to buy. The boys came in to buy. So you can straight away see the immediate impact of this. The market blasts up. And after that, wow, look at it. Now, we have multiple stars on the way up itself, but you look carefully, you draw all the stars itself, remember the two-liner, you will notice that none of them actually went below the SL line. Now, this is the point that I want to stress to all my students once again. You have to draw the two lines to get the maximum impact of the stars. As long as the market do not break below the stars, or it actually showed this, whereby it rebounded off the low of the stars, that means the market is going to go up again. I already said this to you in the class. All right, this is the power of the star and the bomb. Do not use it only one way. There's two ways to use of star and bombs. Now understand this. That's why I keep on reminding you guys, look for buy, look for buy, look for buy. And I repeated this many times. DJDD, DJDD, DJDD is a directional day. So when I see this itself, look at the boys. The boys know it. The boys been buying. The boys been buying non-stop. That is the reason why, even though the market pull back itself, the market just keep on pumping up, because I told you itself, right? The market will be pushing up on Tuesday, right? Because they need to do something today on the 16th of March itself. Guys, if you can attest to what you learned and you know that whatever I say is true, all right, can you put that now? It's true. Okay. That means that, right, if you can attest to what I just said, that whatever Cal I just said is not a bullshit, that it actually has that is being validated according to what I just shared itself, right? Key the word is true, okay? Because I have been doing this all my life, and I can tell you this itself, right? This system of mine is really crazy. Crazy to the point that, right, oh my goodness. It's like so many students have learned it from me, and this all there. It's only the question mark is that, right, how many of us can really pull out the essence of it and really use it and make the money? So now I want you to do this. Now, how many of you of mine are 163 people online right now? If you know that whatever I say is exactly what I preach, then key the word is true. So that the rest of the people who are watching this right now, right, they say, what? These guys are serious. Okay, remember, all these are no way to fake. Even you are not able to understand what I just shared itself, very simple. Yellow to red, you sell. Red to yellow, you buy. Is that too difficult? Not that difficult at all. This is the OP of the day. If the market stays above OP of the day, naturally the market will be up. The DJDD tells you that if the market is above OP, stick to the long. If the market is below OP, stick to the sell. So you can see that it's the same. It's really whatever I said is totally agreeable. Thank you guys for saying it. So look at the number of people put that is true. Look at the numbers, guys. You cannot lie about this. Look at the number of students now online, and they're all keen the word is true. This is why TWB system itself is really a world beater system. All right, no one probably can come close to it. So that's why let's make some money this time round, because it's going to be very important to you. Okay, later on when you do the chart section, you don't want to miss it. Okay. So for gold, it's the other way around. Gold itself, you can see that the MLP is here. The MA30 is over here. So by right, the terrain is basically supporting the market. But you can see the market couldn't go past MLP. The MLP itself is 1967, and the high itself is 1954. So it couldn't go higher than that. So once the market breaks pivot 2, guys, break pivot 2, break MA. Think about this. If it breaks MA 30, it breaks pivot 2 and it's below OP. Please tell me, all my students, now what should we do? Below OP, below MA 30, below pivot 2, what should we do? Below OP, please tell me, what should we do? Tell me, guys, what should we do? Come on, all my students, you're online right now, right? Come on, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. I'm ending this soon. We're going to go to the new segment ready. Come on, let's do it right now. What should we do? Right, below OP, below MA 30, some more below pivot 2. There's only one thing to do. Every CCYR sell. Every CCYR sell. Every CCYR just sell. And that is what you need to do. All right. Every CCYR you just have to sell. All right. So it's no brainer. You don't need to be a professor to hear what I just say. Look at it, my friends. Look at it yourself. Look at what you missed out yesterday. So first of all, the stars are there already. The stars tell you that this is the peak of the day. You look at it. If the market breaks below, you sell. That is the very first sign of the day. The star already gave you the first information. Now this is the OP of the day. OP of the day. Then the market came down, right? Came down to the pivot 2. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong for a very long time because the market is trying to know what to do next. Then after that, the market breaks below pivot 2. Now it's below OP, below pivot 2. There's only one thing to do. CCYR. Sell the gold. Only one thing to do, guys. Only one. So do you see a green dot there itself? Yes. Why the green dot is there? Because it triggered the MA30. So once it triggers itself, there's only one thing to do, either a big sell-off or a big upside. So either one you choose. So of course you choose color, right? So CCYR you sell. 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 Guys, come on, man. How difficult is that be to make money from a system like this? I mean, this is not, it's not like, oh, after it happened, I tell you God's story, I tell you that, this is how you trade the market, blah, 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 blah. This is bullshit. What is crazy is that this system, everything is already written in an e-learning portal, and this thing has been repeated down for many, many intakes, and students can all verify this. All of them. I cannot lie to you. I don't tell you it's also Ukraine, Russia, gold, Russia selling. No. I don't tell you all this BS stuff. Students of mine, is this all correct? Right, you learned this, right? So if you have learned this, can you key the word, I've learned this. I have learned this. All right. So now I learned this, please. All All right, if I've learned this, okay, key that right now, because I want you to really know that all this itself, really, I have shared this with you, and you know that it is there. And it will keep on repeating because it's not the first time. The reason why you're able to answer me is because you know that it keep on repeating. It never stops. And I'm telling you this, guys, if let's say now, today, tomorrow, Friday, next week, if whatever I'm going to say is going to be correct, all right, if whatever I say is going to be correct, right, then do you know that, right, there will be many possibility that the market will be below this pivot 2, then you should know what to do already, guys. You must really make a lot of money from this. You cannot miss this ever again, okay? You cannot do this, really. You really need to do this, okay? Very important. That's the reason why today I want to do this MEO very long-winded with you, because I want you to learn, because you don't want to miss this again. All right. Now, yesterday, some people lose money in the market. I just cannot understand why. Because if I'm around, I will not let you lose money. If I'm around, I will make sure that you make money. If I'm around, I will remind you to make money. This is really, really stuff that I want you to do, okay? Please do that. I really want you guys to make money. I have nothing, no hidden agenda. I mean, other than making you my student itself, I got no other agenda. And making my student itself, because it's just because I got a great system that, you know, someone given to me, and I want to make it be yours. I just want it to be yours. You see, someone given me this gift. So this gift is given to me. So it's given to me now. I want it to pass it to you. That's all. I think that is my calling, because if not itself, right, how can a system keep on repeating, and keep on working just like that itself? Okay? All right. So I'm done with the sharing all this. I already get a little bit agitated today because I just get a little bit upset when I see some student losing money, despite yesterday was a simple one-way traffic, all right? So what are the global news to watch out for this? Let's watch out now, all the big news. You must be able to capture this. Very, very important, yeah? Okay, first of all, on the 16th of February, 1 month ago, global investors buy more mainland Chinese stock, because basically someone have came in and say Chinese stocks are good, undervalued lah, time to buy lah. The China market will go up very high because of the pandemic's over. They'll benefit from it. Blah 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 blah. I say no. I say no way. I reminded you guys. I say Chinese stock will go down. It's not a propaganda. I'm not biased, but I'm just a trader, and I tell you this: don't buy Chinese stocks. So yesterday is all right. Oh my goodness! Yesterday the Chinese stock market ripped apart. Hong Kong market crashed down 1,250 points. All right, and of course now, right, it's because now I tell you it's because of the Jilin outbreak, Shanghai, Shenzhen, all these outbreaks happening. That's why people are now upset. Now my point is this: I don't know how you see it, but you can see very clearly the boys did not get it. They did not just come in recently. 2 weeks ago, they already been betting on the heavy put call ratio. They already been betting it. So last 2 weeks ago, that's why on the alternate market news, for some of the students are with me, they already know that, right, the put call ratio shows that evidently the Hong Kong market, the put are going up. So why would the put be going up itself if the market is still okay? So somehow or rather, I don't believe this is coincidence. I never believe in coincidence, and this thing is really happening, all right? And of course, you can see yesterday, the CSI dropped by 3%, and Hang Seng Technology down by 11%. Why? Obviously, it's all right. All these ADRs in US now in serious trouble. They know that they couldn't deliver their P&L. And of course, with all this ongoing so-called sanctioning across some of the other countries, right, it's going to hit back the country that's so-called supporting it. So undeniable, it was no-brainer, but we know that that's why Hang Seng yesterday dropped by almost 5% in a single day itself. No-brainer. And of course, all this animation, you see that, right? It's all animation, and not from the, it's not from the article. I do go and listen, watch this, crop out the important essence and put it back for you again. This is the type of effort you do in a PowerPoint. Serious, right? So of course, the thing is this: crude oil price again went down. So it was not the Russian, it was not the Ukraine thingy now. The crude oil went down, right? But the crude oil went down itself, right? Nothing didn't help the market. The market continued to sell off. You see that? So it again didn't talk about this. So undeniable itself, right? Now the mainstream media is telling you now it's time to cut the crude oil to go lower, blah blah blah. This is where now you understand why am I watching crude oil. Right, now you understand why it's still right. Am I watching crude oil right now? Because this is really a simple way to make money for the market. Just look at what the world is doing and just observe it and do what you do, okay? Wait a minute, yeah. Okay, so of course the thing is this, because China COVID cases has spiked up and Dongguan, right, has a problem. Now of course Dongguan itself, when I put out this, I was just laughing away, because Dongguan, you know, most people know what is it meant for. It was all the vices last time, right? But actually you're wrong, okay? Dongguan itself, right, you can see it's a very important state for province for China. In fact, Dongguan province, right, produces 24% of China export in 2020 alone. Now, it is the fifth largest contributor to GDP, or China GDP, 1.09 trillion yuan. So actually, it's a very, very big problem. So that means that right now, right, there is a possible chance to see a sharp slowdown in March, given that it's dealing with the worst COVID outbreak since 2020. Now, one thing to note is, right, in 2020, the outbreak was bad, but you notice the number was not very high. Right, and now this time now, I'm not too sure what's the reason, but now apparently the Western media can get more data than it is, and now it's telling you now the outbreak is even worse than 2020. So what do you think will happen then? I don't think it will be the same magnitude of 2020, but another 5 to 10% drop collectively for next 2 months itself is likely will happen. All right, so that's the reason why these are the global and news here itself. Now, of course, the important news right now, the one that needs to, local and global news is for you to just normal thing can read from internet and stuff. When it comes to important market information, it's also news, but it's a little more stimulation thinking, a bit more creative thinking. So has US regained credibility by leading a global collision against Russia? Now, of course, now Joe Biden is brimming from year to year. Undeniable, right? Look at it, so right, his approval rating went up. So Joe Biden now, his approval rating went up, not by a lot, but it's still decent. And of course, I told you, right, like all Democrat presidents, whenever they want to get their rating go up, right, they will initiate the waffles and raspberries, all right? It's always like that. We have been seeing for many times. So of course, by 5 points, not a lot, but still a good start, right, for this particular thingy. And of course, now, the main thing he will drive down will be gasoline. So this one, I'll tell you up front first, okay? In the short term itself, right, I strongly believe another problem in Russia will likely spike the crude oil higher again. I repeat myself, another big problem in Russia may spike the entire crude oil price higher again. But after that, the crude oil price will likely be coming down. Because if Joe Biden really wants to really bring his rating higher, he had to drive down inflation. So he has done it already. I believe that's the reason why crude oil price came up a little bit recently. I think he'll do it again. All right. But again, now I don't think he'll do it now because the Russian thing is not completed yet. So any good strategies will not do it right now. So it makes sense, right? So you see now I tell you why I think that crude oil may go up again, just one more upside. So of course, Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rate, but the unique challenge is this: could it slow down its pace? Now I repeated to you, the market is looking at 7 basic interest rate. I don't think so. I think it'll be only 3. So one is this 16th of March. Then 2 more maybe in July, the next one in September. That's my personal opinion, but I can be wrong, yeah? Okay, so anyway, it's very clear now, right? The 10 years yield should pass 2%. I already told you the 10-year yield will go past 2%. And really, it really happened. And do understand this, at the moment now in February, the annual so-called inflation data is 7.9. Don't forget, this is February. We haven't seen the crude oil going up. 24 February is a day whereby the numbers, Russia and the Ukraine. So which means that, right, February data is not part of February itself because the February number is not in March. So which means that, right, in March this time around, when the consumer price index figure come out as well, right, I cannot imagine how bad would that be. It could hit 8.4, 8.5 easily. And of course, imagine now at 7.9, that was a spook down already. Imagine 8.4, 8.5. Oh my goodness. The yield will go much, much higher. You will hit 2.3, 2.4, and of course, bond prices will come down. Bond prices will come down, and that's the reason why I've been telling you this. That's why some people who've been shorting the bonds are making a lot of money, right? Remember who that? You see, he's actually correct. He has been shorting the bonds market over the long period of time. If you cannot remember that, so I'm going to bring down to you. Let me just bring it in to you. Right now, you can see that, right? Look at it. Look at the yield. Look at the yield spiking up itself. Oh my goodness. All right, look at the yield shooting up in this crazy manner. 2.149 already. Oh my God. And of course, the 30 years bonds. Look at the bond price. Look at the bonds, the one that someone had been shorting non-stop. Remember, someone shorted the bonds non-stop during this period of time, whereby whereby I said that this is actually a wrong move. Okay, I said it's a wrong move. I said that the bond market will break down, and look at the bond price now. Look at it. Look at it. And that's why some people have been calling for buying bonds. I totally disagree. I said that it's not the time to buy bonds yet. I believe that you can see bond prices lower. Now, again, I'm not challenging anybody. I believe that you can buy bond cheaper. So my view on bond is 127. I repeat, 127. I believe that this is the price to buy bonds if you're looking to buy the 20 years Treasury bonds ETF, okay, at 127. Yeah. Okay, so this is my view, and I've been very, very clear with this. I've been calling for a sell on this for the longest of time, and I know that you remember that. Yeah, okay, remember? Okay, good. Okay, all right. So of course, forecasters now are now saying that they are looking at a chance of recession already. Hey, didn't I say that 2 weeks ago? I told you there'll be recession. I told you that they'll be going into recession. So again, you see that, guys. 2 weeks ago, I already told you that there will be a technical recession, right? Remember that. So if those who remember that I said this, Cal did say there could be a recession. All right. To be precise itself, Cal did say that there could be a recession in 2023. I already tell you that. So what happened now is this. Now they have the article. This article is just coming out just only on 15th of March, 2 days ago. The probability of a recession in US has raised to 33% in the next 12 months and it's up by 10% after the February survey. And the recession in Europe now is 50%. I can tell you this, Europe sure go into recession. It's definitely for sure. Now it's only whether you remember that how US will do it. And I tell you this, US will also go into recession, but not so fast. It will be next year. And of course, now most people are looking at the rate hike at 5 to 7. I don't agree. I disagree. And I think that the rate hike should be around 4. Right, I'm the 35% guys, okay? So of course, I don't think this is possible. I don't think it's possible. I think this is the one, okay? I believe that 4 rate hike, 3 to 4 rate hike maximum, that's it. We don't have anything more than that, all right, for 2022. Okay, all right, so again, this is something that you must understand that I did say all this. I hope that you remember that. Okay, so now with that itself, right? Oops, sorry, this is where it gets very scary, yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, stand by, yeah? It gets very scary already, okay? Scary. Okay, now the S&P 500 charts now forms the ominous sounding death cross. Again, this death cross come back again. Now, every time itself, when the market run out of idea, this death cross will come back in again. Okay, there'll be death cross. Now, what does it mean for the market? Let's take a look. Now, first of all, now we have a death cross again using the 200-day moving averages, the 50 days and the 200 days on S&P 500. Apparently now we just have a crossover, and usually a major decline will come in because of that. Now, this is not true. I tell you that this is not true. But again, the mainstream media love to scare the market. So undeniable, yesterday, top of death cross, the next day the market rebounded. Okay, anyway, so you can see that round right in history since 1929 until now, there are 48 instances of death crosses, and about, okay, and the significance that quite a few of them are pretty accurate. Okay lah, not very accurate, but just to tell you that this is what they are saying lah. Okay, So end of the day is that right? Okay, last 6 depth cross, the signal ended being closer to the market low than the high. So that means that it's not correct. That's why the thing is that they're saying that this is incorrect. This thing is incorrect. Oh, 6 times 4 are wrong. Okay, all right. So now I want to show you this. Now I was trying to mimic the depth cross that they have using the same number, the 200-day SMA and the 30-day SMA, but I don't get the depth cross. I get my depth cross much earlier. All right. So please stand by now, everybody. Please stand by because I want you to take picture of this. Okay, I want you to take picture of this. Don't do it first. Okay, you can see right now that the depth cross tells us that typically the 50-day SMA is being used. Okay, maybe it's the wrong one. This is 30. Okay, actually there are 50 there. But the one that in the article you can see, the article one show is 30. Right? Oh, 50. Okay, my bad. It's 50. Okay, change it to 50. Maybe it's better. Maybe I just try out later. Okay, anyway. Okay, everybody, please stand by now with your handphone and your stuff because I'm going to cross over to the chart, and that's where I'm going to draw some stuff for you. All right, it's very, very important. Everybody stand by, yeah. Don't take picture first. When I tell you to take picture, then you take picture. Then after that, why this picture is important as well, right? It's because if you're going to attend my US stocks thingy and you show me this picture, all right, and you show me this picture as well, right? I know then because when once you take picture, you know that the timestamp is there. So that means that I can see the timestamp is there. That means that you really watched the MAO today. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay, I change this first. So 50. Okay, then got it. Oh, okay, I got it wrong. My bad. Yeah, it's my bad. Okay, my bad. Okay, so we really have the depth cross. Okay, so now everybody, this depth cross, what is it all about? Come, let's take a look. Yeah. Okay, depth cross. Now watch. Everybody watch. So you can see that this is a gigantic snake with a braid body. And you can see that now the snake head has come to the end. And now this is where it opens. Okay, now this is where the opening of the gap between the two moving averages. Okay, now it is smaller now. And we bring it in. So the last time we see this, you can see now is over here. And in the market, now by the time this thing actually happened, when the thing opened up itself, right? Oh my God, the market already crashed long time ago already. The market have already crashed long time ago. So yes, indeed, it's nothing to be fantastic to call about. But after that, we move back again. Okay, over here was pretty decent, almost near the high. Okay, and the market really crashed down quite a bit. The market really crashed down quite a bit. Then we move back again. Okay, we don't see any depth cross. Very nice. Beautiful. Wow, all the way back. And then we have another depth cross. It signifies here. You see that? And there's another depth cross that's supposed to be here. Okay, anyway, now to go back further, you get an idea now. 2015, it happened once. The market did go down by about 200 points. 100 points, sorry. Then the second one, the one on January 2016, that one only down a little bit. Then the market rebounded already because the selling was way ahead. Maybe I should put it here to be fair, to be here. Okay, slightly okay. It did benefit It did came down by how much? Let's see. Here is 1950. Here is 181110. So about 140 points. This one here is to be fair should be here. Okay, then it's only here to here only. How much points? 1980. 1900. So 80 points. So 80 point to 140 point right now. Okay, we move back. This one was big. This one, the market came down by almost 300 points. 300 points. Then of course, this one really happened. It came down by 150 points. and now we are here. Okay. Okay, so collectively, now I'm going to do by drawing, take a look. So there were 4 instances where we saw this happening. The lowest was 80 point, downside to as much as 350 point. Now this 80 point, of course, is not very accurate because the 80 point is based on 1,800 points on the S&P 500. So that means it's about 160 points on average. So we amalgamate itself, right? It's 160 points to 350 points. Okay, so now we have a problem, Houston. The S&P is 42.62 as of closing. We take the lowest number, 160 first, minus 160. We will get a number 4102. Okay, 4102. Okay, 4102 is very near to the low recently, right? You see that? Okay. Then we take the same number now. 4262 minus 350 point. All right, so what number do we get? All right, what number do we get? 2193. All right, 3912, right? Is it correct? 3912. So that is somewhere around the level that we mentioned here at 4,000. All right, the technical point at 4,000. So now everybody, I want you now to take a piece of your handphone now and then write it down because this is my signature and also the date of today, 16th of March. I want you to take a picture of this right now. Okay, I want to take a picture right now. This timing now is about 3:30 p.m. Okay, take a picture of this right now. Take a picture of this. Take a full view, of course, yeah. Take a full view of this. Take a picture of this. I want you to take this picture down. Then when you come for the US stock itself, right? I want you to show me this picture with the timestamp. That means that the picture must be in your handphone, and when I click on it, the timestamp is there, which is now showing. Because if you are going to pass this picture to your friend, nah, that's not correct. I want authentic picture taking. Okay, so I give you now 10 seconds to take this picture. 10 seconds starts now. Now, if you're done it itself, right, key the word done. If you're done taking picture of this, put the word done now. Okay, if you take picture ready, if you're done it, key the word done. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I think there's some problem with my so many things online already. My internet is jammed up. Okay. All right. Wow, Mandy, you're here. BC, you're here. Oh, cool. All right. So when you are going to come for the top itself, right? Then you guys just show me this picture, okay? Then I will be giving you something. Yes, I'll give you something. All right. If you actually can show this picture, I will give you something. Okay. All right. Okay, done. All right, cool. You know, I'm just trying to get back my screen now. I think there's some problem with my screen. The SP chart itself has went missing. Okay, there we go. Okay, that picture is gone. Okay. All right, anyway, I hope you've done some picture drawing already just now. If you didn't do that, then I can't help it. All right, okay, let's continue. All right, so why we didn't do this itself, right? Because I want to let you know more stuff. Okay, do you know that BlackRock just lost $17 billion due to the Russian exposure itself? $17 billion. Now, that is just a tip of the iceberg, according to some banks who basically are owning about $121 billion. Oh my goodness. So BlackRock clients hold about 18.2 billion exposure to the Russian side. So that's a lot of money. And of course, now the value of it dropped even worse. Basically, it's all right. It really go down to almost really near no level there. And now the thing is this, BlackRock suspended all the purchase of securities, all right, even though people want to buy it cheap, though they're not going to allow that to happen. And of course, now there will be more things itself. Because Vladimir Putin now is going to make his country permission to seize assets left by the Western companies, okay? So if the now is that US is seizing the Russian side, UK is also seizing the Russians' assets. So now accordingly, it's all right. Russia's going to do that the same thing. So because of that, right, sorry for the very bad, the screenshot very bad because it's come from someone else. But the point is this, is telling you that, right, the largest exposure itself is Russia, is Citigroup. So Citigroup has about $10 billion, but I don't think this is a precise number. So even Goldman Sachs themselves, they are so good with this, they also have exposure of 650 billion. So everybody is involved with this Russia side, obviously, and undeniable, there could be bigger problem coming soon. And that's the reason why there's this ongoing saying that, right, the market itself has a bit of problem right now. Got it? Okay. And of course, the European exposure also there. So European side itself about 84 billion. So basically it's all in hundreds of billions of dollars of exposure that is now going to be evaporating from their balance sheet or the portfolio because no one's going to get the money in near term, that's for sure. So that's the reason why I feel that, right, we haven't seen the big problem yet. We haven't seen yet. There's more to come. All right, guys, now it's 12:35 p.m. I know there's a long MAO. I thought it's 2 hours MAO. I don't really do this, but there's so much good information to tell you. Let's continue, okay? Now, why am I so concerned on the 16th of 18th of March itself? What is this? Now, we come to the alternate market news. Now, this segment itself, usually some people like it a lot. Some people don't like it. Okay, now let me just ask again, guys. How many of you like this AMN? Okay, alternate market news. If you like this AMN, okay, please key AMN right now. If you like this alternate market news, key AMN. All right, that means that I can see how many people like it because some people feedback to me, Cal, your AMN itself is a little bit too dark. Or little like not found in the mainstream media. Hell, this one is not very truthful. Maybe this is actually fake news. No. The news channels that I'm actually watching and the subscription that I've been paying for, they use very high-end data information from reputable sources. But because you don't see them on the mainstream media, you don't see them in, hence, therefore, you don't think it's true. So that's a problem with a lot of traders that they when they come to this point itself, right? Because they don't see on mainstream media, they don't like it, and they tell this is bullshit. But to me, it's all right. You can't bullshit stuff. And I've been tracking the source very closely. That means that, right, I don't just send it to you just to get propaganda or get you to sign up for anything. No, I don't do that. I just want you to basically come in because you really realize that it's really good. Wow, so many of you. Wow, I didn't know that. Or all flying in. You're like the AMN, right? Super light AMN. Oh, wow. Okay, super light. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So already, let's go. Yeah. Okay. Now today MNN itself, right? Obviously, you can see now that 2 days ago, I tell you the Fear and Greed Index itself is at 14, right? Today is at 19. So 19 is near near to 14 or 13. So that means it's again back to the exposure of potentially sell on rallies. That's why traders need to be very careful on this. There could be another round of selling in the market. Yeah. Now to me, so until I see 11 or 12, then I really be excited to buy the next day. But the thing is this, until now, the lowest we go is only 13 at the moment right now. The lowest we go only 13. So the thing is this, Cal is still not the Eastern mainstream media stuff coming soon, yeah? Now Russia could likely default on its debt, right? Like today, right? Because there are 2 sovereign euro bonds that's today they need to settle, and first of them itself. All right, so this is the first one in March. Yeah? Hey, interesting. Why today? Why today? See, everything goes in a very interesting manner, right? So failure to pay will mark Russia's first sovereign default since 1998. This is very bad, right? This all the way down to Bolshevik evolution back then itself. Bolshevik, all right? So the thing is this, the Russian finance minister, Anton, he says that, right, they'll use the Chinese yuan to make payment, and with the euro and dollar, because now it's all inaccessible due to the sanction. So obviously it's all right. Now you understand why suddenly the China stock market also got hit. I tell you this, there's a rational reason why something is happening right now. It's not by coincidence. Something is happening together, right? And the point is this, don't you notice suddenly now one particular country got COVID out of nowhere itself? My point is this particular country has been so powerful with their taking care of their people welfare in terms of COVID. This particular country itself, right, is so difficult to go in. This country itself, in terms of making sure COVID is not going to be spreading around, did so much hard work. Suddenly, out of nowhere itself, 28 provinces just come down like that. Guys, sometime in life, you need to see how it works. Because the one that can support Russia now is that particular country. And that country now is down. The stock market is also down. The bond buyers are running out. So don't you find that this stuff is two-way coincidence? I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in structured notes. I believe in numbers. I believe in figures. I believe in the charts. So whatever it is itself, if the market have to go down, it will have to go down. Because if this is already controlled or organized from the day one itself, nothing is going to stop it. Okay, I repeat, nothing is going to stop it. So now why am I telling you this about the potential final move, right? Because in Ukraine, the capital of Kyiv announced a 35 hours curfew starting at 8 p.m. local time, which is going to be a few hours time. Now, why is that so itself, right? Because apparently this is the first time, the first time the minister is doing that itself, okay? The bombing, although it's continuing, but there's something I want to share this with you. Do you know that, right? The one thing is this, Russia has one of the better, they are not very fantastic with the aerial battles, but they are pretty good Russian soldiers, right? You know what in Russian movie, I mean those movies itself, right? You see the Russian soldiers are very powerful men, right? So apparently there's not confirmed, but what I heard from the media is that, right, Russian did send paratroopers downwards to take down cities, but for some reason itself, right, they never make it alive. So you should understand why. Somehow someone is able to take down the parachuters itself. Now, parachuters, you know, they go in covert at night time. It's quite difficult, and usually it's all right, it's quite successful because they'll make sure that the communication around that area itself is no way to be detected by the enemies. But for strange reason itself, right, the Russian parachuters, right, seemingly go down how many, died how many? Pretty bad. Again, I say again, don't quote me. I'm just basically getting from some sources, okay? Now, the thing is this. So think about this right now. You go through all the way. These, that way cannot go through, right? From this itself cannot go down and take now Kyiv. So why suddenly is that right? Why the minister come in to do a 35 hours curfew? Because, right, very clearly it's all right, things going to happen now. This is one of the sources. I know that by showing you this source, some of you will be very upset with me because this is from Taiwan side. But seriously, Taiwan is more afraid than anybody else because Taiwan self is actually, you know already, right? If anything happened to Ukraine, right, Taiwan will be most concerned already. So they cannot bullshit their own citizens, okay? So apparently it's all right. Apparently the guy was saying that, right, he sent down, the British troops were sent down and they got annihilated. Okay, so now the point is this I'm trying to say. Think about this now. If you are Putin and you really know that you have a lot of problem, okay, and you don't want to lose world credentials, and now you really need to take down Kyiv. So there's only one last thing to do, all-out attack. All-out attack. The tanks will go in. Don't care already. Don't care, don't bother. Since they try to use a lot of other ways to go in but cannot get what they want, this time they go all in. So that's the reason why I suspect that, right, why suddenly, right, the city of Kyiv, they are trying to do a total lockdown now, 35 hours curfew, because they suspect something might be happening very, very soon. Now, you should know that we have seen this before. When they do this, it's because of that. It may not be immediately, maybe 1 day delay, half a day delay, because they want to let you think or do some guessing work, but usually things will happen. So I understand why it's all right. Like it or not, it's all 16 to 18 of March. Be very, very careful because something out of nowhere will happen. And you can see now the crude oil price is going up. It's all right. This speaks volume once again. Something is not correct. So guys, don't you find this is really very insane? All right. So hopefully you like what I just shared with you regarding about this. I know it's a very short segment, but if you actually follow me from the very beginning until now itself, right, you really know what's going on itself. Okay, you know that what I'm trying to present to you, what I'm trying to explain to you. If you understand this and you like what I share with you, right, can you key the word love, MAO? Love today's MAO, all right? If you do that, that'll be the best way report me itself, okay? If you love today's MAO, please do that itself, okay? Please keep the word love today's MAO because I really put a lot of effort. I really watch a lot of stuff. Now, there are a lot more stuff that I want to share with you, but I find that if I share that, right, some people may get really upset and I don't want to go to that level, all right? So, you know, if you like what you see today, please do that itself. All right, you probably know what am I trying to tell you from the very beginning of this MAO until right now, okay? Okay, so if you really like this MAO, let me know. I would love to see you. If you can, also do post out all the love and likes for me. Thank you, right? All right, wow, simply the best by Polly Chang. All right, thank you, Karine. Really appreciate that. Wow, thank you so much, guys. So appreciative. You know, the thing is this, I really, really enjoy seeing you guys liking whatever I've done so far. You know, it really, really makes my day. It really, really makes my day. I really enjoy this. Right, thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben, really. To have Ben also coming in to say this, very reputable guy. You know, thank you so much. Okay, all right, now last 10 minutes, I'll just wrap it up with the indexes and let's look at the charts right now because it's time to really look at the market today and be very, very careful, okay? All right, let's go. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the Okay, so you can see that now, right? Let's look at China first, the China market. Now, the China market has established a recovery. I told you China market will come down to 12,000. All of them have happened already. I got no other view at the moment now. If you look at it all the way back, it will take me a very long time ago. So you can see that I already told you that once the market loses the 61.8, right, in my opinion itself, it will come down to here, and that's 11,500 level. Now, where the Shanghai market now is a China A50, 12,730. So of course, I don't know whether what will bring the market down to this point. But like I say once again, if let's say that it's going to be a breakdown about what 400 points or 500 points on the S&P 500, then of course there is a chance for the China market to go down all the way to 11,500. It is very possible, yeah. So but of course now we are really at the oversold region itself. So I'm not half surprised there will be another rebound. But because I said today 16 to 18 of March itself, right? So I don't dare to give you my view on this other than what my base level can be for the China A50, okay? All right, MAO very addictive. Thank you very much. I hope that I can still do it as well, yeah? Okay, let's do at the US market today. Now the US market today, two things to watch out for, very important. So please stand by on this. Okay, so what we can see on the screen right now, everybody, very clear, we have a new BNB, yeah, a new one. A new BNB on the screen. So what you can see now is this, if the market actually goes upwards, the Dow Jones can go all the way to 34,568. Now, of course, I cannot understand how it will go up, but based on the number, it is like that. Now, if the market goes down, it will go down to 31,750. Now, of course, the current level now at 33,506. For it to go down to 31,000, down 2,000 points, that means that then it'll be quite easy for the China A50 to go down by 2,000 points. So now it makes some sense already, right? The question is, where is a big turning point, right? This level, write it down somewhere, take a picture. You have to 32,689. Right, this number 32,689. This is a very critical number. The Dow Jones must hold 32,689. I know that's very far away, so you don't need to be too worried. 32,689 is the level. If the market breaks down to 32,689, it will go down to 31,758. But there's a resistance level I'll share with you. That will be the high of yesterday, 33,628. So this level itself is a number that I really want you to take a look. 33,628. 28. Yeah, double confirm. Yes, correct. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this. What if this happened? Yeah, take note. Okay. If the market really now is 33,500, if it goes up, trigger MA 30, 33,585, and then trigger 628, and then come down, right? This will be a lovely sell. I repeat once again, now everybody take a picture of this right now. This is so important. I'm saying this, if the market actually, the next few days, yeah, next few days doesn't matter. In the next few days, the market trigger 33,628, okay, and then comes back down below 33,628. This will be a very good time to sell. Sell until where? Sell until it comes down to 32,689. That's about almost 1,000 point, yeah, 1,000 point. Then if it goes down further, then let it go down all the way to this point here, which is 31,758. So in short itself, right, from where we are now at 33,628 to 31,750, that will be a 2,000 point drop from here itself. That means that if the market really drops, it will be a 2,000 point. Now, I don't know how on earth can it drop at 2,000 point, but if you ask me itself, right, the one and only way is something to do with Russia or China side. Somehow, someone is going to get very badly hurt, and then that will create a crater effect across the board. Yeah, got it? All right, so that is the thing that I want to take you down. Please take a picture of this. Quickly take a picture of this. Sue, love today's MAO, although today I only managed to join later part. Don't worry, you can watch this again. MAO, the lovely part MAO, can watch this later again, immediately right now. Oh, no problem, okay? Now, this is a very important chart. I want you to really take this and watch out, okay? All right, so this is the Dow Jones, like the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ also say the same thing. The NASDAQ also has the same momentum movement. So something is very interesting here itself. The upside is 14,035. The downside itself can be as low as 12,405. Hey, interesting, yeah? Okay, so same thing again. If the NASDAQ stays down itself, it has to break down MLP, then it goes down. But because it's above people one today, the market has more buying than selling. Huh? So we need to see the overall market, see how it goes. S&P 500. Now I'm going to make it fast because I know it's going to near lunchtime soon. I need to rush to pick up my family members. So S&P 500, the top side itself is 44.05. The downside itself is 40.005. Interesting, and the numbers looks like all like call coordinated. So anyway, the thing is this upside itself, it'll test 42.99. That is the MA30. Downside itself, once you break MLP, you notice the MLP and the pivot one is the same. MLP and pivot one is the same. So which means that if the market breaks down, right, the selling could be drastic. But same thing itself, if the market holds up, right, the buying will be there. So traders, watch out for this 42.19, yeah, 42.19 for the S&P 500. Now Hang Seng today tried to go down, but you can see Hang Seng is now resilient. Don't forget, because today Hang Seng is above pivot one. Pivot one itself is 18,666, a great number. So which means that the market rebound from here, it will likely recover, and it's happening right now. So you can see the power of pivot is really impressive. Yeah, look at the power of pivot. I'm going to just spend some time on this. Can you see the power of pivot? Yes, just now we shorted right all the way down because MAO I didn't cover back, and this one is a BNB. BNB means what? It will be a star at the bottom, right? A bomb, sorry. So there's a bomb at the bottom, Brilla, and then what happened? Boom. That's why the market goes up. So you can see now, right? When the star on top, you look to sell. The bomb at the below, you look to buy, and that's why our star and bomb is so powerful in the market. Very powerful system, all right? And really impeccable, yeah? Okay, so this one you get it already. Now the Hang Seng itself, right? As long as it stays above this 1866.6, the market can't go down much. Okay, the market may even rebound if I see the buying coming in again. So today's MLP itself is 18,953. So watch out for that. The market may use it as a form of resistance later on. Okay, Nikkei, as you can see, Nikkei is moving higher and it's above pivot 1 too. So as long as Nikkei stays above pivot 1, it should be able to test this point itself at 26,037. Now Nikkei basically is flooded, is because of the yen. It's actually dollar yen is actually moving up. So that's why the stock market is able to go against the selling. Okay, so let's just look out for 26,037 for the Nikkei. Now DAX will be open later on, so we have no idea what to do. But you can see yesterday DAX itself was quite crazy. Initially, it was a doji directional day. It's supposed to go down. It went down, but after that, it dramatically recovered and went back above the MLP. So this one, we'll watch the market later on. But you can see the KSI is green, right, versus the one you have. So when it's green itself, right, upside is quite easy and quite cozy, yeah, when the KSI is green. Oil. Now, oil, I told you today itself, right, I suspect there could be some buying on crude oil. Not, again, it's just suspect, but it has to cross $27 first. If the crude oil can't cross $27, nothing much to say. Now, if it costs $27, then that means there's a chance to see the $100 mark already. That means it's a very high chance to see the $100 mark. So now at the moment, now wait for $27 to hit first, and then we see how it goes. All right, there's something to watch out. Okay, all right. So now we left only the gold and the silver and the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now gold itself, you can see for the gold chart, just to refresh the screen, a quick one. Now from the gold chart, you can see that today we have a lot. This is a very strong stack over here at 1934. So now it's adding pressure on the downside for gold. Gold now it's 1918, high was 1924. KSI is red in color, blue bar extending down. So that's why the downside is still there. But if gold really by itself go up to 1934, this could push it all the way up to 1985. Yeah. On the downside itself, right, 1907 is a very strong support level. Yesterday it hit 1907 perfectly and rebounded from there. So 1907, watch out for this, a very strong support. Yeah, 1907, a very strong support. Okay, all right, you can hear my kids are all coming back already. All right, silver also now have a very strong stack at 24.93 level, very strong stack. So upside itself could go all the way up to $25.95. The downside itself will be here, which is the 24.408. All right, very near to the pivot 2. Okay, so for silver, to me, same thing. As long as no big news, then silver may go higher. But if news is going to be still like from Russia, then for the pressure come in, it will break down the silver price further. Okay, all right, last two, that will be the Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now you can see that, right, for this Ethereum today, it has just tested all the way to 27. So beautifully, as promised, the Ethereum really tested the BNB level 27. And once it tested it, you notice it comes down straight away. So really, the BNB extension, once it trigger, especially it's a downward trend, if you hit the BNB 1x1, usually you pull back down. Vice versa, all right, this is how it works, okay? So you can see now it's down back to below the MA30 itself, and it's trying to test back again MLP. Now KSI is green, blue bars are standing, but seemingly the market got no strength to push higher for time being. So that's why the BNB power is definitely there. If you have the BNB, you'll know where to do the sell today, and you can sell at the high of the day. All right, look at the Bitcoin. You can see now Bitcoin is also now sideways. Now for this, for Bitcoin, you can see yesterday it basically broke past and went up all the way to 41,000, but now it just pulled back down again. Yeah, okay. Today just now it went up to the BNB level and pulled out again, but BNB utilized once, the second one can't be used anymore. Yeah. Okay, so now it's coming down and it's going to be supported by these two. I know that you're going for okay, if you look at it itself, right, you can see that the market is still pretty sideways. So the downside for Bitcoin itself is still at 37,380. So at the moment now, right, 39,000. The downside potential is there because KSI is great, and it doesn't seem that this is showing that back home. It's more like waiting for something to happen. Okay, all right. So that will be all for today's MAO itself, right? Thank you for watching this 2-hour session. As I promised you, lots of information. Go and think through what to do for today, tomorrow, and Friday. For the public audience, I'll see you again on coming Friday. For those of my students, I'll see you personally tomorrow again on our regular timing on our review page. So thank you very much for today. Thank you for so many comments today. I wish you all the best. Please make sure you know what to do. Make a lot of money from the market. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.